Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. By the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to pass, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, you love to see this offensively on the first drive of the game. Your quarterback taking a shot down the middle of the defense, finding a guy for a big play.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Branch. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Throwing right. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown, Dawgs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Gets it out to about the 11-yard line before going out of bounds, and now they have some breathing room. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Got the quick pass.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Wants to throw it. Right down the middle. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. We got a tight one early. He'll take a shot. Makes the grab. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He wants to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on third down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Georgia! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Manning. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires to the big fella. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
How about that start? This dude is in fuego. Over 100 yards receiving already. You could tell there's a matchup they like, and they're going to exploit it, continuing to feature this wide receiver who's just chewing up yards.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to thread the field position with the return. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. He might want another play. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Using his feet to buy time. Makes the grab. There he goes. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Wingo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll go back to the air on second down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his man. It's Moore. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Lockett. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll go to the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. And it'll be down right there. Together a drive. First play of the drive wants to throw. A strike downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Defense not showing press coverage. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Manning. Working on the right. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got some room, it was over.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's got it inside the 35. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Makes the catch. It's Branch. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Dogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wingo. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Back to pass, it's Manning. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Leaves it with the back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Wingo. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
And they will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. The throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Unleashes it. Complete out of the backfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short...
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. So we open the final period with a third down play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got him downfield.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do.
Lasso! Lasso!
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
Mano a mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.